Sup you guys, ASD Classified here, and I'm going to do my review of the Season 2 premiere of Power Rangers Beast Morphers, believe it or not. So, in this episode, everybody thinks that Evox is dead, but believe it or not, Evox is alive. So yeah, Evox is not dead, and the Rangers had to fight Tronics and Robotrons and Gigadrones and Gigatronics, and you know, the Rangers had to fight everything in this episode, okay? But they won, of course, and that was it. The end. Yeah, that's the bare bones of what happened in this episode. Yeah, it was just a kind of a typical episode of Power Rangers. It was a solid premiere. It's a solid premiere, but yeah, nothing groundbreaking really happened. We didn't learn much other than Evox is alive. We didn't learn how he survived or anything like that. So yeah, it's just kind of a simple episode of Power Rangers, but it works, I guess. I mean, if I had to rate this episode, I'd give it a 3 out of 5. But yeah, it's just a solid episode. Meh. One thing I did like in this episode is how Grid Battle Force is still preparing to deal with other threats, you know, to the city and stuff. Because even though Evox is dead, or so they thought that Evox was dead, even though they think he's dead, they're still preparing to deal with other potential threats. Because theoretically, there would be other threats. I mean, we're talking about Morphers, the power of the Power Rangers. Plenty of people want that. So yes, there's gonna be other threats. You know, we gotta stay vigilant. You know, the Rangers are still training and stuff. You know, stay ready. I love that, because when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I love it. Also, I love the fact that they showed that a new Morphex tower is being built in France, and that they're going to continue, you know, building other Morphex towers across the world. I love it. It's good storytelling. This is what was, you know, built upon in the Season 1 premiere of Beast Morphers. This is the purpose of Morphex. Morphex is supposed to make the world a better place, right? It's supposed to make the environment cleaner so we no longer have to deal with orcs. You know, it's supposed to take away all pollution, and we just use a clean source of energy, which is Morphex. And the premiere hinted that, yes, we're testing it in this small city, but then we're going to expand it across the world eventually. I love it. I love it. I'm glad the writers didn't forget this, and honestly, I would have expected them to forget this. So I'm glad that they didn't. I'm glad that we got, you know, some good writing here. So good job, guys. Okay, I have to talk about Blaze and Roxy now. The real Blaze and Roxy. So, in this episode, we briefly saw Roxy and Robbie going on a little date. So we see that they're now free to be with each other because Roxy is an Ranger. So, you know, not breaking any rules by dating and stuff. Great, I guess. We also saw a scene between Devin and Blaze, like they were sparring with each other, and now they're really good friends. I hate it. I hate it. I guess it's nice that those two have made amends with each other and they're cool now, but like, from a storytelling perspective, I want some drama. I want some drama between those two, man. I do. So the fact that you just made them just friends and they done, you know, bygones and shit. Like, I want them to fight each other. Like, seriously fight each other. I mean, Blaze and Roxy were supposed to be Power Rangers. They were originally chosen to be Power Rangers. They don't feel any type of way that they're not Rangers right now. Like, really? Like, Blaze of all people should be kind of upset that he's not the Red Ranger, that he's not the leader of a power team, you know? So he's just over that, really? I hope that, you know, even if Blaze, you know, is cool with Devin now, he should still feel some type of way. And I hope that in a future episode, maybe Blaze will bring this up. Maybe he'll talk to Commander Shaw and be like, hey, I want to be a Power Ranger. What are we going to do here? You know, that's what should happen in this show. Blaze and Roxy, but Blaze especially should be fighting to be a Power Ranger, to be on the team. And there's no limit, okay? There's no limit to a number of Rangers that can be on the team. There's no limit to Ranger powers, apparently. I mean, Nate can make a Morpher. He can make multiple Morphers. He made a Morpher for himself. He made a Morpher for a damn robot. He can make other Morphers for Blaze and Roxy. So there's really no reason besides Sentai footage that Blaze, the real Blaze and Roxy, can't join the team and be Rangers in their own right. Also, when it comes to Zoe and Roxy, I feel like it would be a good callback to the season 1 premiere of Beast Morphers if we have Zoe be like, hey, maybe I should step down and give the Yellow Ranger powers to Roxy, right? Because I remember in the season 1 premiere, Zoe was like, look, until Roxy can do it herself, I will serve as the Yellow Ranger. Well, now Roxy is back and she can do it herself. So maybe have an episode with Zoe being like, maybe I should give these powers back. It would be kind of like the, well, not kind of like, it would be exactly like the Lost Galaxy episode, Destined for Greatness, where, you know, Mike is alive and he's back, and now Leo is like, well, Mike pulled the Quasar saber out of the stone. Maybe I should step back and, you know, let him be the Red Ranger instead. I feel like Zoe should probably have an episode like that, but you know, I don't think they're gonna do it. I feel like if they were, they would have kind of hinted at it in this episode, and they didn't. So I don't know. But yeah, it would be nice to have an episode where Zoe's like, man, all right, you were originally chosen to be the Yellow Ranger, Roxy. Let me give these powers back to you. And Roxy could just say, no, I mean, you work well. You guys already have a team. You established team. You shouldn't change that. You shouldn't fuck that up, you know. So you stay the Yellow Ranger. You've been doing what you're doing. You proved yourself worthy. You got it, right? I mean, Roxy could just step down, hopefully for reasons other than I can date Robbie now, you know? So yeah, it makes sense from a story point of view that Roxy and Blaze should become Rangers in their own right. But if they can't for whatever reason, like budget reasons, then I feel like the writers should have Blaze and Roxy go on a secret mission, you know, like a separate mission doing something else. Kind of like what Lightspeed had Ryan doing. You know, he went off on his own separate mission to try to steal up the demons. Have Blaze and Roxy go on some super secret Grid Battle Force mission. That way they're not just sitting around doing nothing. You know, that's my 2 cents on it. So yeah, this video is already longer than I wanted it to be. So yeah, I have nothing further to add, really. It's a solid episode. You know, this premiere, gave it a 3 out of 5. There, we're done. Boom. I did kind of want to touch on the video I uploaded yesterday about Ryu Soldier, you know, being used to create the next season of Power Rangers. So yeah, that video. I kind of wanted to just, I guess, expound upon my ideas a little bit on how the Ryu Soldier adaptation should be, because, you know, I made that video when I was really tired. Really tired. So just to kind of, you know, expound on that a little bit. So I want the Ryu Soldier adaptation to have a big connection to Mighty Morphin, because it's a chance to build on the established lore of the show, right? I don't really want it to be like Dino Charge, because Dino Charge is just a season that happens to use a dinosaur theme, but it really tells its own story and there's no connection to any of the other seasons, really. Like, nothing. I don't want this Ryu Soldier adaptation to be like that. If you're using a dinosaur theme, you know, and we're almost all of us, not all of us, but a lot of us are sick of dinosaur themes. But if you're using a dinosaur theme, then you might as well go all out and be like, yes, bitch, this is connected to Mighty Morphin in a big way, and we're gonna bring back some of the old people as guest stars and shit. Because, you know, the Mighty Morphin people are not getting any younger. They're not getting any younger. I'm 30. I'm getting old as hell, so I can only imagine what they're getting at. So, like, we need to use them. We need to bring them back, you know, before they're in wheelchairs and canes and shit. You know, we need to bring them back where they can still throw punches and kicks, okay? Like, we need to use them, use the lore, build on the stories that existed in Mighty Morphin and Zeo and shit. Like, I really want to update on Billy. I want to update on Billy so badly. You don't understand. So, like, come on. Like, there's just a lot you can do. Dino Thunder built upon established shit from Mighty Morphin, right? So why can't this Ryu Soldier adaptation do the same thing? And it can also build on established lore from other seasons too, but definitely Mighty Morphin. I don't want this to just be a dinosaur season, but it does its own thing and is barely connected to the other seasons. I really don't. I really don't. I feel like that's just a wasted opportunity. Build on the lore. This show has been on for so long. Don't just do your own thing. I swear. Don't just do your own thing. Do your own thing, but also include other references to the past. Please. It's just not a tall order to ask for. It just isn't. So yeah, that's all I got to say. So if you're watching this video, let me know what you thought about the season 2 premiere of Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was mud? Let me know in the comments if you'd be so kind. All right, later guys. Ja Mata.